we gotta get into these. I'm gonna just straight up say it. Like, this is not, one of these PG-13 shows and shit. I just proved it. But we gotta get on these motherfuckers. Yes, I said it.
Yep.
That are supposedly in boxing media and want to shit on the sport and turn around and boost a whole nother sport or a whole nother combat sport when you don't even work for them.
Teddy Atlas.
And you better believe that I called Teddy Atlas out about it.
Yep.
And I want to talk about it.
Sent him to hell.
Yeah, Rick Forrest did. And I don't blame him. Because you got people like him. You got people like Mike Coppinger. You got other people that are supposedly covering the sport of boxing on The Athletic. Yes, I'm calling y'all out. And
nobody from
you
the
mean
Athletic
to tell
was
me
even on
that
Twitter
not
last night.
one single thing was reported live either through The Athletic or through your pages in reference to the action that was going on last night?
Nope.
And you're supposed to be covering the sport of boxing? That's BS.
But here's the funny thing about the Athletic. The Athletic is complaining about the Charlo pay-per-view being on pay-per-view and $75, but you want us to pay $50 to read your shit? The fuck out of here? To read? $50 to read? I don't think so.
Read?
So. Yeah.
Read? $50?
These guys, yeah. I lost their goddamn mind. I could read that shit for free in the library. But I gotta pay you to read. But the Charlos can't have people pay to see them fight.
And it kind of like goes into this thing tier 2. Is that kind of like it's similar to when they kind of complained about Errol Spence when he first had his pay-per-views. And then you have this fight, you have the fight with Mikey Garcia, and then you have the fight with Shawn Porter. And that Shawn Porter fight was a great fight.
Yep.
Definitely great fight. And you're going to get great fights out of this particular card. I'm seeing it happening,
Guaranteed. You're going to get quite a few people sent to hell on this card, too.
So my thing is like, okay, why are you talking about that when you don't talk about that with other pay-per-views that happen in one sense? And then, like I say, you're going to shit on the sport and turn around and then talk about another combat sport that has nothing to do with boxing. One, and two, their target audience is nowhere near what boxing brings.
Listen, I'm pretty sure that ain't no Trump supporters watching PBC boxing.
You sure about that?
I mean, full on MAGA, full on the full on we hate black people, we hate minorities.
Yeah, full on we hate black people, yes.
Yeah, the skinhead white guys all around like homosexuals. They're not watching PBC.
Oh man, but my thing is, as a sport, what's it? All right, shoot, you give me this damn warning and shit. All right, but given that, I'm like, all of these people that want to just bash the sport, we gotta like, just kind of clean them out the sport, or people that want to complain about this happening and that happening, and
for UFC.
Yeah, go ahead and work for UFC.
We're not gonna miss you.
I mean, you want to talk about, being a, you want to talk about what UFC does. Go ahead and work for them. See if they have some job openings for you.
But if you want to talk shit about UFC, you ain't getting no credentials no more. That's how UFC is.
Guaranteed.
And I think that's how PBC should be. You want to talk shit? Mike Carpenter, Lance Punkmeyer. Sorry, no credentials for you, buddy. That's exactly what the UFC would do. Kevin Iole, you fat fuck, no credentials for you. Sorry. Sorry. That's what PBC should do. Treat these motherfuckers the same way UFC treats their reporters. If you are not uplifting the sport, if you're not bringing positivity to the sport and bringing viewers to the sport, then we don't want you covering our sport.